MrBeast is a big YouTuber, but that even downplays it. He's probably the biggest YouTuber. He's got like more than 30 million subscribers. His videos make millions of dollars. He has his own very popular line of chocolate. He had his own he has his own burger chains. He's very big deal.
And Vinder, can you just remind folks what his first sort of content that made his name was?
Right. So what put MrBeast on the map was he did a live stream where he counted from 1 to, I believe it was 1 million. He counted to a very high number live on stream and did not stop till he was done. And that's what put him on the map. And since then, he's done all sorts of these like sort of stunts. Like he's not a prank YouTuber. Like those annoying,
yeah.
Yeah, but he does like, he did after Squid Games was a big hit for Netflix. He did his own version of Squid Games. One of his big things is he puts like, he challenges people to like live for 30 days or something in a grocery store without any access to the outside world. And if they do so, they get, I don't know, $10,000, $20,000.
Okay. So he
does
like
all sorts of random things like that.
Yeah,
original stuff. Yeah.
Yes. And so, right. So Elon Musk really wants to sort of paint X as going through these growing pains as a scrappy startup does, because this $5 billion a year company is now making less than half of that and is struggling and has lost many advertisers. So Musk's big vision for Twitter is that it starts to compete with YouTube and TikTok and becomes a video platform. And to do that, you need actual people uploading video. And on top of that, you need actual people who viewers watch uploading their videos. And, MrBeast would be one of the biggest gets. And so Musk has been dropping in people's, replies, telling them to upload their content directly to X. And MrBeast is one of the people he's done that to. And originally, as recent as like December 30th, 2023, MrBeast was like, no, I can't do that. My videos cost a lot of money to make, and I don't think I can make as much on X. And then lo and behold, around 2 weeks later, on January 15th, MrBeast does upload a video directly to X. It's an older video that's been on YouTube for months, but he uploads it directly nonetheless and says he's doing this as a test to see exactly how much he can make on Twitter.
Okay.
And Elon Musk shared the video to his 169 million followers. The official X account shared the video. Users started reporting that they were seeing the video constantly pushed in their feed, and on further investigation, it turned out that the feed was Elon Musk's, MrBeast's video wasn't organically being recommended. It was actually being pushed into people's feeds as an unlabeled advert.
So he's trying to court this guy by rigging the algorithm in his favor, basically.
Allegedly. Now, Musk has seen one of my reports on this and replied to a user who screenshotted the headline saying, "To the best of my knowledge, there has been nothing done to help boost MrBeast." Yes, to the best of his knowledge. That sounds like a very full-throated, outright denial. But nonetheless, that's his statement. So fast forward to earlier this week, about, I believe it's 5 or 6 days after the video was originally uploaded, MrBeast did what he promised to do and shared how much money he made from X. And the grand total in that week from that one video was over $263,000. That's a lot of money. Now, the funny thing here is
unsustainably large amount of money, it seems like to me.
Yes, that would be roughly $1 million to a single person for one video every month. Around that, granted, the video views will drop off as it's up there longer, but, give or take. Let's even go with $500,000 a month for one video. That's, yeah.
Okay.
But here's the thing. X creators, people who subscribe to X Premium, the subscription service, to get the verification badge. You know, the Musk fanboys and the right-wing simps of Musk.
Yeah.
They're pissed because they obviously have never made that much. Now, some of them make tens of dollars a month. Some of them make hundreds of dollars a month. Some of them make thousands of dollars a month. But even like the Krasensteins, who were pulling in at one point $10,000, $20,000 a month from Twitter, that's still many worlds away from MrBeast's $263,000 in 1 week. So all of these people were sort of upset. But the thing, and MrBeast even said in his post that, like, sharing the results, that, like, you know, this is a fluke, likely. He even called it a facade, which is really funny because I'm sure Musk didn't pay $250,000 for MrBeast to call it a facade. But he said, you know, a lot of advertisers were fighting for the pre-roll ad space before the video. And so there was always ads on his video and there was a lot of attention around it. So this probably isn't replicable by just any other creator. And he's right. Those all definitely worked in MrBeast's favor. But what people weren't really reporting, and even the Musk simps weren't realizing, was that MrBeast didn't share revenue from the creator monetization program that Musk created, the one that all those right wingers and meme accounts and the Tesla fanboys are making those. Yeah, like, you know, basically that program is you have to pay Twitter to subscribe to the subscription platform. Then you could apply for monetization, and even then, you only get revenue share for ads that show up in the replies to your tweet when people actually click your tweet and open it as a full page to read the comments. And then even on paid revenue share, only views only count for views from other X Premium subscribers. So if people aren't subscribed, the vast majority of Twitter users, their views don't count towards monetization for your content. And then even on top of that, the monetization is doled out from a predetermined monthly pool, which my guess is that pool comes from the revenue Twitter makes from people paying for the subscription. So, you know, it sort of sounds like a pyramid / Ponzi scheme, but that's just my guess there. Because why else would you have a pool? Why wouldn't you just have a percentage of revenue that comes in from all the advertisers, like, you know, YouTube does, for example? You don't need to have a predetermined pool if you're just basing it off of how many advertisers you have and the revenue that comes in from that. But I digress. But what MrBeast did not share is that this whole thing with him trying to figure out how much just any old creator can make on X, and so that was his test. And, you know, Musk constantly saying X is the great equalizer and all creators are seen equally and they'll get paid for their content. What nobody shared is that MrBeast's revenue is from a program that Twitter has called Amplify. This is a program that existed well before Musk came along. It still exists under Musk's X, but the rules have not changed. And those rules are, it is an invite-only program that pays only the biggest publishers a percentage of revenue based on those pre-roll ads that play before your videos. And if you look at the Amplify page on Twitter /X, it's the same page that's basically existed for years. It tells you that only around 200 plus publishers are in the program and getting paid. So MrBeast got paid all that money from a extremely exclusive program that's invite only and only pays out to the largest publishers and creators on the planet, thus basically showing that, like, MrBeast's sort of results are rigged in a way that only X and Musk could have done. If he wasn't invited into that program, that very exclusive program, he could not have made that much money through the regular X monetization program. And so, you know, the whole system from the promotion of his content to the specific program he was invited into that would dole out even that much money to someone the entire thing was rigged in his favor by X and Musk.
So it was smoke and mirrors. I mean, the result that I'm interested in is this one, which is Dan Bongino and others being like, I love what Elon's doing with Twitter. Simps.
But
just simps. As I've repeatedly and publicly stated, but this is shady. I have almost 5 million followers. I mean, kick the tires on those, Dan. Followers here, and I signed up for monetization to see what the income stream looks like. And this is the type of payment received from Twitter. Disclosure: I am an investor in Rumble, but I want all parties. Oh, interesting. He's an investor in Rumble. So he said he got $379.
$379? That's hilarious.
Yeah. That's about, a little bit away from the 263,000.
A little bit.
But keep tweeting, Bongino. Maybe he'll get there someday.
Yeah, grind harder, pussy.
He doesn't have that grind set. He doesn't know how to count to a million.
Some people like to complain, and others just like to work hard and have success, Dan. So sorry that MrBeast is willing to be work harder.
Right. The funny thing is, like, so many of these guys are whining because they're finding out the same thing that they find out on these other platforms, and Musk has to like try to lightly explain it to them. You'll see him constantly do it to them. Why aren't I getting paid more? Why aren't more ads showing up on my content? And Musk has to jump in and say, like, our advertisers are choosing not to advertise on the specific type of stuff that you put out there. And they're like, but still, it should not matter. Free speech. I can write whatever I want. And he's like, but so find advertisers that will advertise on your content and we can pay you for it. Like, he's learning the hard way exactly what all these other platforms go through, when he was also attacking those other platforms for, X will monetize your far right-wing content that, attacks black people and for DEI, and it attacks women who want to control their bodies, and it attacks LGBTQ people. We'll monetize your content. And then he finds out that advertisers, even the advertisers that stick around, don't want their stuff showing up directly on that content. And then he's forced to try to explain that to them, and they still yell at him for it. It's pretty funny to see.
That's pretty hilarious.
Funny cycle.
Oh wait, I saw a message earlier that I apparently either misspoke or my voice cut out when I was doing that MrBeast thing, and people heard, or maybe I even misspoke and said that MrBeast has 30 million YouTube subscribers. That is not. He has 230 million YouTube subscribers, just to be clear.
Oh my God.
That is nuts.
Oh my.
Yes.
What?
Why?
That is what percentage of the human population?
That's a lot.
That's almost, that's just 100 million away from the entirety of the US.
All right.